Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Papal States campaign. We've gone into the hard bit, fighting the French. So last time around we managed to take Milan from them, and we're on a pretty good way of conquering all of Italy. However, one of the most important bits is the fortress at Venice right here, because that's going to be a great help in stopping Napoleon, which looks to be coming this way. Hopefully he doesn't go this way, but it's kind of an important bit to go ahead and take this. So we've got the Papal States army landing at the port, marching straight up and laying siege. So it's a pretty nasty army, but you know what? I've got 6-pounders in this army. If I'm gonna break these walls, I better start now. So without further ado, let's go straight into the battle, shall we? As I said before this siege even started, I only have 6-pounder guns. So it's gonna take a while for me to break down the walls, and I don't think you guys want to stick around for the half hour or so it's gonna take me to break down the walls. So why don't we just go ahead and jump to the juicy part when we're ready to storm this fort. As you can see, I have now broken 2 holes in the wall. Unfortunately for me, we did not kill nearly enough in the actual breach, and we didn't trap nearly enough that many troops up top. However, I've been able to roll up my 6-pounders, and we're gonna try and clear away the troops up here with canister. So I've just now being able to draw the first unit in here, and we'll go ahead and see if we can start shooting canister. And then I've got the second battery coming in there, and then the third hopefully right there. So we will be starting to see canister shots flying into this, and hopefully that will do a lot better than my musket shots are currently doing. Luckily for me, the cavalry on this side is holding out, so it's not coming to attack us. Feel like the young guard is probably priority to aim at. Let's go ahead and you deploy, and then you move to the back. And this cannon is about to deploy, so you should move back here. This decided to put most of the crew in front of the guns, which is great. They are moving closer to us. The young guard was broken by canister. Let's see if we can't break any more of them. We've got units moving straight towards the cannons there, just in time to blast them. These are currently firing straight forward against the Voltigeur company, and I think that is fine given the situation, because oh, are you actually going for the guns, are you? Oh, and they broke just before. Just too late. Ooh. And this side is now cleared. Let's go ahead and move these guys back so that I can get more canister going through here. We have yet another enemy unit breaking. Holy shit, I just now realized how many troops I've lost here. I think after the battle, the easiest way to replenish these troops will not to be sitting and waiting for them to be replenished, but to go ahead and completely merge as many of these regiments as possible. And after they've been merged, we will go ahead and just recruit new ones. I think I can force my way through this area. We're gonna continue fire canister here at these guys, and then the rest will try to make their way inside, take it the control point, and we will win. Currently this battle has been going on for about 45 minutes. If I'd show you the totality of that, you would be thoroughly bored. Let's go ahead and charge these guns up a little bit, shall we? They're not actually firing the guns. There we go. Now the canister starts flying. At that range they're not killing a lot, but still, those canister shots, that's a big bloody shot that's coming flying through the air and taking the limbs of the troops. Oh, the Young Guard is back. Can I charge the Young Guard? I do not have a lot going for me here. So we've got the Papal Guard, as I call them, going in, charging the Young Guard. In case my guards don't... I should have never have doubted them. God is on their side. But if I had, then I did have a canister that could pivot around. Since there's a risk of that cavalry unit coming in, I want to make sure that we get a few units into the building. Who is actually... This one's going into the building. So everyone except that one I want out here. Oh, we got the Netherlands. Why, oh why? Netherlands. Alright. The general is now needed in there. Oh, the Netherlands, they're dying just the same as the others by the bug, where we've probably got close to 1,000 men dead there. Right, everyone at fire at will. Then I want you there. And let's put a unit on the flag. And let's go ahead and to make sure that if the Dutch want to get inside the fort again, then they will be fired at from multiple locations. I would say here that even though the enemy general is still alive and there are some potent enemy units left, the fort has fallen to me, and I will declare this victory. Here's the result of the battle. We deployed similar amount of troops. However, I lost only 1/4 of my army, while the enemy lost their entire force. We even have Papal guards gaining chevrons. I'm sure this is the unit that killed those Young Guard units. A militia unit going up in melee against Young Guards. That is something. Didn't actually get that many kills, but I guess they got the right kind of kills. So there we have it. Venice has fallen. I'm not going to go ahead and repair the fortification because I want there to be holes for Napoleon's troops to come into, so I can funnel them through where I want them to come in. And we can go ahead and bombard them as they do. Now, I would want to recruit these troops anew and then quickly march them up here as soon as possible. But at the same time, currently, a few of these units actually hold sort of the right kind of size to hold some of the buildings. So I'm thinking we'll keep at least 3 units at the low numbers, because I will be able to then use them to occupy those buildings accordingly. Now, yes. I think we'll have, so we can recruit 2 new militia units. Yes. So I'll be able to a lot quicker replenish this force. And that setup. Also, I should say here, in between episodes, we can actually trade with the Swiss. I didn't realize that. Oh, they're trading. Nice. The British and the Russians weren't at war with France. Now, maybe you guys noticed that in between episodes, or when I didn't, but I noticed it this episode. So I've gone ahead and I've paid them both to be at war again. So hopefully it won't be just me and Prussia doing the damage. So hopefully we'll see the British moving out and the Russians moving forward. As I'm probably going to heavily edit that siege, means that I might actually have the what I need in this episode to possibly go ahead and attack here, right? I don't have the movement range, but we can end turn, we can see what happens, and I can go ahead and do away with that, and then we have everything. Then we have what we need to accomplish the first goal, and the only thing that remains then would be the second goal, which would be to defeat the French, which is quite a large one. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn and see what the enemy comes up with. Luckily for me, I was not attacking the end turn. Agent detected. We've got French agent detected here, so he's gonna try and destroy this, so I won't be able to build a warehouse, which makes sense. The Papal State troops are ready, and they'll be marching immediately. Luckily for me, Napoleon, I think he went over here, so he went away from us, and it looks like no other unit has been moving forward. Didn't the Prussians lay siege to this? I'm not sure what the Prussians are doing. They are not causing as much trouble as I thought. Hopefully someone else will. The fact that no one attacked us here is really great. Actually, this port should be changed. But overall it looks pretty well. Like, the army here hasn't moved down. It's disappeared. It's probably hiding. Oh, what the crap? There's an army here now? Pretty big one as well. That will be for this army then to move. What I'm thinking now, because I've heavily added this, we're gonna go ahead and take this army. We're gonna quickly move over. Oh, wait! Okay, so I was a little bit worried that there was going to be a reinforcement army hiding somewhere here that was going to ambush me. There was clearly an army somewhere hiding. However, it seems like it was not enough to ambush me. So, we'll have this pretty good battle ahead of us. Now, I should say here that I have noticed that I've doubled the amount of premium members that I've got, and I thought that maybe there might be one or two of you that might be persuaded by the fact that I name units after you. I didn't realize I was going to double the amount of people, so I know there's going to be people at the end screen there that doesn't have name units yet, but I'm gonna fill those guys in with this army right here. So for this one we have the 6th Grenadiers and Holt's Grenadiers, but there's more of you that I'm gonna fill into probably this army. Give maybe a cavalry unit or something like that. So I have not forgotten about you guys. It's just that I want to take my time, try and translate your names into something that isn't completely crazy. And yeah, with that, let's go ahead and fight this second battle and unite all of Italy under the Pope, as it should be. And so the battle starts. We've got, as we can see on the map here, me on a high ground. I've got cavalry hidden over here and over here. And we've made kind of a half circle, protecting this hill, as we can see, this high ground where I've got my cannons stationed. And currently I am triggering the enemy to go and attack me. Now they have tons of cavalry, so it's going to be important for my men to hold the line. And hopefully that's exactly what we will be seeing here. I've double stacked the units, so we've got line infantry in front, followed by the voltigeurs in the back. The smallest of the voltigier units, actually only one man difference, but we've got the Isadors right here. See if maybe they can get a good sniper shot off. That's loud. Sniper shot off and kill the enemy general. We've got Guard unit charging in. A lot of light cavalry making just straightforward charges. Unfortunately, they're kind of, unfortunately for them I should say, they're making these charges one by one. Ooh, that's a lot of cavalry coming in here, which I don't really like, because it's coming in right on my flank here. Oh, I'm lucky they do not go ahead and go for the cavalry that's in the woods. This unit's gonna be brought out of line. You need to get back. Okay, this one, however, looks to be charging us. Turns away at the last second. I'm gonna send in both the cavalry units and we need to drive it in. Hammer and anvil through the grenadiers there. And I'm gonna go ahead and inspire this one right here because there's so much infantry coming in. You will be moving forward at the same time. General will be moving in to support. Heavy cavalry onslaught here on the grenadiers. The Arona grenadiers, heavy onset. 24th for Cume. They're holding on though, and now when the cavalry comes in support, we got 1st Grenadiers Lezier on the edge there. Continue to follow these. Looks like this cavalry unit was broken even before it got there. I think the Grenadiers can hold their own against the 43rd. I want the cavalry just to charge and follow after and chase all of these down. Looks wonderful here. Looks like some of them are even able to go ahead and retaliate with a few shots against us. My cavalry is a bit out of line here with the rest of the army attacking the 33rd. We're gonna bring in everything there. This one might rally, so I'm a little bit worried about that. We're gonna have 1st Grenadiers hold back. But then I'm gonna order the entire army now to start following. Yeah, they're coming back, so we're gonna form them into square. I'm gonna move the general closer towards that just to make sure. Cavalry in a struggle here. Enemy general taken out.
Our men are running, sir.
Cavalry coming in, charging down these. Unfortunately, my Hussar regiment, they're broken. I'm gonna order my dragoons to retreat or draw back from that fight. They killed the enemy general there, but it's a little bit too much. I've got the Hussars coming in. Even with this disorderly charge or retreat, my dragoons actually hold. By God, sir, the dragoons, even through that, being chased by the enemy, they held. Okay, the enemy is now reforming. Can I get the light troops maybe up here? To kind of get out of the way of the rest of these troops. Rally that Hussar and go after these. Grenadiers, drop your square, move up. Let's go ahead and try and form this line as the enemy is reforming. General to the center. Blast them with canister. Or, no, canister, not at this range. Let's see. My Hussars going after here. Make sure that those guys are going away. Dragoons. Heavy fighters. We'll set them up here. Alright. There's so few troops left of the those local militia troops that I think my infantry on their own should be able to deal with this as we move forward. Yeah, they're kind of just breaking at the sight of the rest of our troops. Why don't you come around, attack the Grenadiers, and instead I will be ordering just a general charge of the entire army. Hold fire with the cannons. And we're now surrounding and destroying the enemy. 24th Grenadiers. No, it's the Arona Grenadiers leading the charge. But the rest right behind, moving in, destroying the regiment ahead of them.
Is soon to be yours.
And soon the rest of the infantry regiments following here. The Hussars about to be onset by the 33rd, they're back. But we are completely running through everything. There's just a horde of bayonets. There's nothing that can stop us now. We are victorious. And with that, I have just united. Keep going, don't stop to shoot, because you're going to shoot your friends. With that, I have united Italy under the Pope. And hopefully we can continue this march of victory all the way to Paris. there we are. We are victorious, and I only lost about 700 men, which is perfect. So, the general is really performing well. As we look through here, we can see who killed what. We have a Voltigeur company in the top here. Deployed 87, only lost 1. Killed 197. Grenadiers going through here. Looks like very few units. A Voltigeur company of 46. Wait, that's Decisive. They lost 1 man. Killed 117. They actually gained a chevron for that. But otherwise, it doesn't look like there was a lot of chevron gains besides Decisive gaining 1 chevron. Yeah, looks like the only one. Actually, there's a Papal State Grenadier. And that Voltigeur. Okay, so that... Okay, oh, fine. There's a little bit on that regiment over there. Okay, so there's a few more. Alright. Really impressed by the Dragoons, actually. I thought when I ordered them to retreat that they would break. Maybe I should have just held them in the fight and brought the Hussars around to aid them instead of pulling them back. But I'm really surprised that they held even through that retreat. Like, they were heavily attacked and chased. And I thought they're gonna break any second now, but they didn't. They held. So really impressed by them. And there's nothing more to be said really there. I wasn't able to destroy that force. That I do not like. We're gonna peacefully occupy this. The agent will be sent to Switzerland, and then my spy will be sent to Baden-Württemberg instead. And what I'll need to do here is, what does he have? I will be sending my cavalry after him to deal with that, deal with this general, because I don't want him to destroy this. This is needed, especially since we've just located quite a large French force. With that though, seeing as though the French aren't really going after for us, we're gonna take some time to recuperate. But I think the next goals would be to cancel out this, because I don't want this in behind, because that I want to close down as many fronts as possible. Currently, fronts of attack, there's plenty coming in from all different sides. So this one's is an important one. Putting a buffer here and also claiming the supply depot here would be great, but it puts us really close to a very important hub of the French, because it's kind of everything moves through there. And then we have the possibility of reigniting the Austrians by going in, liberating Vienna and creating that as its own. And hopefully, as I'm doing that, I would also be adding Croatia to that, so we would hand over Croatia at the same time to the Viennese, as I'm calling them. But yeah, there's not a lot more to be said. We had 2 battles in this episode. There's going to be a lot of editing because of that bloody siege battle. But everything's looking good, and we can end this episode with a full Italy. We've got all of northern Italy now added to previous, whereas I only held the south. Now I hold all of the north plus Marseille. We're doing really well, as long as the French don't make a real effort in a counterattack. We're gonna be gold. Right, we're gonna be gold, especially now since we got the entire coalition going in from all sides. It's gonna be real good. And with that, I'm gonna leave you guys with that, because this is the end of the episode, and I will be saying, as I always say, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.